Good morning. New video and new angle also this time. I discovered when I was creating my Japanese diary videos that are about 2-3 minutes instead of 15 to 20. I discovered that the computer's camera actually already compresses the videos, which makes it faster to both do, and I don't have to go through the steps of actually taking it out of the camera and moving it to the computer and stuff like that. So it's easier for storage, easier for upload, and also well, the original thing was that I wanted to send videos to the friends of mine in a group chat that we have. Um, because I knew that probably I wouldn't be able to focus on blogging again since I've tried it many times before. But I know that I have no problem speaking. I mean, everyone that knows me knows that I can speak forever, basically. So, uh, so that was why. Because the first movie I extracted, it's about 25 minutes or something from the camera. I had it on the high settings, so it was about 4 gigabytes, and that was huge. And I wanted to compress it. And the past few years, I become quite lazy when it comes to computer. I, I'm still decent at how it works, but it's still very bothersome to do when like compressing a video without using paid software. It takes a lot of installing different things and doing a lot of stuff that I no longer do as readily as before. So, and that was, oh, well, I can upload it to YouTube so much easier. But uh, yeah, so that was actually only why I did the YouTube thing to begin with. Because it saves me quite a lot of data as well, and I have it readily available everywhere. Even though it's mostly for me and the people that knows me. So yeah, but this is easier. This the only problem maybe is that the computer is a more less mobile form of moving around the camera. That one, I mean, the camera is so small and easy to change angles. You don't need to charge it like the computer. Uh, anyhow, yesterday I spent actually most of the day as well studying, preparing for a possible slow Sunday if we were out late, and also just to make sure I can stay ahead, or rather follow along with the same speed in the university course. Um, so in the morning, I finished some of my Japanese diary that I was falling behind on because it's hard formulating sentences or forming sentences, and then I I actually start with writing things down in Japanese in a real journal, lots of mistakes, of course, and I then write it again digitally and upload kind of a PDF of the first one onto Google Drive, and then I started making movies yesterday. So I caught up with the movies I hadn't done yet. Um, well, I'm one diary entry away from being up to date, I think, but we'll see what happens today. I shouldn't focus that much on the diary today. I should focus more on schoolwork and making sure that that is done, because tonight, from my perspective, we have Shosetsu Sakaru. So we're reading a light novel together, me and seven friends, six friends. I don't know how many we are right now. We started out as five people ish, and now I don't know. But yeah, we are reading a story about a person that at some point is gonna. Well, he has kind of found the cat, I guess, but the story's name is like happiness is a kitten, is like a kitten or something like that. And the book is very grim and dark, and the main protagonist is very negative and depressed. I feel like not depressed per se, but he feels really like he's not. He just wants to escape everything, and is always negative in all his interpretations of the world. So yeah, but tonight we're gonna do that, and I probably should do my homework before then. I know one of my homeworks will be late. I have already mailed the teacher about it. I'm supposed to make a video with a presentation about something that interests me that has a graph. I have found the graph. I have found the page. I have not found the time to do script, and I find that keeping up with the kanji and the grammar takes precedence, and I know that I cannot just follow through it if I want to do a decent job. So I mailed the teacher on Thursday about this and just asked for a couple of more days so I can do the video because Monday also is planned to be usually at home. And now, if I remember the weather forecast from yesterday, it will be probably very rainy. So yesterday, finishing the vlog, blah blah blah, writing diary, spending most of the time home preparing for stuff, and also another classmate in my Japanese class moved to Japan the same day I arrived. We were probably at the airport at the same time, but at different terminals, because it sounded like she really could have used the help I gave so many other people. But she wrote to me earlier yesterday, and I had already told her that if she wanted to hang out or have help in any way, she could just write to me. And I also told her about the event or the get together of yesterday, and she said that she did want to come, and then she came later. So after I finished all my studying and all my preparations and stuff, I took a bath, and then I tried to go early to the meeting point, but um, I I didn't manage. I don't remember why. It was something that kept me in the apartment for a bit longer than expected because I was first planning to go there and to find something. Uh, because I have forgotten something in Sweden for some of my friends, and I was trying to fix it, but it did not work out like that. But I managed to get around it. So anyhow, I tried to go there. I came there around the same time as we decided, but um, yeah, I didn't have time to do what I actually wanted to do. I wanted to have some margins before, but it didn't happen. And then we met up at a place where in the chat I saw that people called it a yakiniku place. I also thought it was yakiniku when I arrived because when I came to this area, which was blessedly without any foreigners, I really am starting to appreciate Yokohama quite a lot because all the good places in Tokyo right now has well I don't I mean I like foreigners mostly, but the foreigners right now are people that are like I've tried to say to other people, they are not really in Japan because they want to be here. They just here because it's a popular place to be, and then they don't like it, so they make fun of it, or they, well, they're mostly just bothersome in the way, and they are everywhere, and they are complaining and trying to find whatever McDonald's or something. Well, I mean, it is what it is, but it is in Tokyo. Most of the good places right now are kind of too filled with people that don't really want to be in Japan for some reason, is how I feel it is. But in Yokohama, the same kind of places I like in Tokyo, uh, no, no foreigners at all. I think that yesterday it was only me and my classmate that came later that was foreign that I can remember. Maybe someone else as well. Yeah. Anyhow, this not yakiniku place. I'm trying to remember the name of this. You grill things over a fire, but it's not called yakiniku because yakiniku is it's more of a Korean interpretation of their Korean barbecue dish. And as I understood it, the main difference of yakiniku and this is that it has uh, different thickness on the, and it's different parts that you use when you eat. I mean, I thought it was skin first, but it's kind of more like intestines or something. I don't know. It was very good, and it tasted like more chewy meat, and some of it was fantastic. But yeah, it's so different from how it's called something else. I can't find it now. I will probably look it up later. So we sat there and we had 99% of the conversation was in Japanese, which was very, very good. I am very happy and satisfied with the result of the early evening. Even though I sometimes didn't understand that everything, most of the time my friends explained in Japanese, which made me really, really happy that they weren't switching. And also, it was the first time in a while I met Masa, which is, uh, well, my friends call him the crazy one because his his way of joking and being non-stop. Uh, well, I can't really explain it. I wouldn't call it a joker or as a person like that. He's just always approaching life in a happy way, and he's always twisting things around. In Sweden, similar kind of individual would be someone that is making things like making kind of a comedy of life. So yeah, it's very refreshing, and also it's very non-Japanese, I would say, untraditional Japanese, because you never know when to take him seriously, which actually happened yesterday. This classmate of mine is French, and he joked with her all the time, and she was sometimes super confused because he asked her a very serious question. She started answering very, very seriously, and he then said something that was complete nonsense, and she got super confused, even though it was so obvious that it was a joke of some kind. Uh, and yeah, well, it is hilarious when you get to know him, and he's also always with a fresh take of everything. So it's really good to see him again. Last year we couldn't. I actually he was invited to a party last year. He said he would come, but he forgot it. There was some of my friends that couldn't come to that party as well. So yeah, but yeah, we sat there. We talked a lot in Japanese. They tried their best to talk without slowing down the conversation, and it worked quite well. Sometimes mistakes were made. I misunderstood things, but we usually could get around to it. And sometimes they switch to English, especially when the word or the concept was so hard that it was hard to describe even in Japanese. Uh, and yeah, we got quite far with that. And then as we were leaving that place and going into find another place, Shanae, my classmate, showed up, and there was some problems in for her to find because she didn't have data on her phone, or she didn't even have a phone number. So we had some trouble in meeting up first, but we had already kind of tried to guard against that. So it worked very well, and she joined up, and uh, we switched to English most of the night after that because I mean, meeting new people and being very nervous about your Japanese and stuff, it was just easier. And she has moved here now because she is doing research at a university, and the research is about Saitama, about climate change and how they adapt to it, kind of. I don't remember exactly the details. And then um, she is gonna enroll into the university as well and do a master's here. I don't know. I might have misheard some of the things. Can't really say I was the most sober. I was more sober than another friend of mine that actually had to leave early. Suddenly, between switching places, he was gone, and he apologized a lot this morning in a group chat with my Japanese friends that he just disappeared and got sick, mostly due to drinking too much and stuff like that. But the first place we were at, we were uh, there were something a mega highball, like about half a liter of uh, vodka mixed with soda for basically nothing, 80, 90 yen. So it was ridiculously cheap. And he drank like four of them. I did the same, but I think one, he's a smaller guy, and he's also quicker on the uptake of alcohol. And also, I'm quite heavy compared to him. I think he's barely 50 kilos, if that. And I mean, I'm almost 80 kilos, so quite a big difference there. So yeah, we drank a lot. We had lots of fun. We talked Japanese for half of the night, English the rest of the night until we started going back home with trains and stuff. So it was super fun. And we also decided that there would be a party on Saturday the third. Probably it's gonna be a picnic. It's not really decided. Uh, it will probably be sometime before I leave, the weekend before. So the Saturday the third of May is the goal for the next get together. And hopefully Andreas will be able to come. And I have another classmate that is coming here on the same day. And if she can make it as well, she is invited. But I mean, you get pretty tired flying across the world, and I don't expect her to have the energy to do that. But if she has said that she wants to come, so it will be pretty fun if that was were the case. Because we are in the same group together from now until the end of the course. So we work together quite a lot, and she's also in my Japanese reading circle. So we do quite a lot of studying together. So it would be fun to meet her. Uh, so yeah, super fun and super nice evening with friends today. I'm actually gonna go out with another friend that messaged me during the dinner, the izakaya thing yesterday, and he and I are gonna go out for a drink after the novel circle today. So we're gonna go to Shibuya or Omotesando. I don't really care which place it is. Shibuya, maybe Omotesando is easier from for my connections. I haven't checked, but it doesn't really matter. I, I as long as we decide on a place, it will be fine. So yeah, now I am gonna do the diary for before the time is done. If I am done with the diary and stuff by then I will do the videos that are missing. Otherwise, I will probably study the grammar and do as much as of the homework as I can do today. Other than that, I don't think today is gonna be very eventful, but you never know. I thought that yesterday wasn't eventful since I was mostly in the apartment whole day, but it was very fun. And I mean, I could go over small details of the conversation, but it doesn't really matter. We talked in Japanese. I felt for the first time in a long while that I've actually have improved. That's one thing that is very frustrating is that you don't feel like you're improving at the stage I'm at. You just feel like you're in the same place, and as soon as you try to use the knowledge you have, nothing works, and that is not easy. Not easy, I think. But I could have conversations. I need more words. There are more words. And my friends, they say my hot zone is good, but I know it's not. So I still need to practice. Anyhow, keeping up with the vlog is easier, even though it's very ranty, and I think that most of my friends don't really look through it all. And I mean, it's fine, but it I mean, it is not as curated as it could be if I were to think through what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, the Japanese ones are shorter, and they would be even shorter if I didn't make any mistakes, because I first write it down, write the concepts I want to do, and then just speak. When it comes to his, it's like put record it, and then just go until the end. It doesn't really matter. Everyone knows it anyway. So, well, thank you and see you tomorrow.